In today's video, we're going to tear down this tired old Chevy 350.
This engine's a late 90s vortec 350. It was given to me by a friend of mine as a core. We're going to start by removing the valve covers. And then the intake manifold. The intake manifold's held on by 8 bolts that go straight up and down on these 90s vortec 350s.
I have no intention of reusing this intake manifold, and when this engine was given to me I was told that it had bad cylinder heads, and that's the reason why it was removed from the vehicle. So I'm not going to pay too much attention to removing the cylinder heads. At the very least they're going to need to be completely gone through anyway, so I'm just going to zip them off with an impact gun. Apparently I should have taken this engine apart back a few years ago when it was given to me, because there's been water sitting in one of the cylinders this entire time and it's badly rusted. Actually, when I went to go turn the engine over by hand here in just a moment after I get this cylinder head off, the engine was partially seized and would stop on the rust ring on the cylinder where the piston was sitting. After cleaning everything up a bit and putting some PB Blaster on, we were able to get the engine to spin freely. Now we're going to go ahead and start removing the rod ends and removing the pistons. Making sure to keep everything in order. Make sure that the same rod caps go back on in the same orientation that they came off. And lay out your parts in order. The rods are marked from the factory, but you want to make sure that the marks correspond to where they actually are, and that you keep everything in order and keep track of where it goes. After all the pistons are removed, we're going to loosen all the main bearing caps, and then remove them, and then remove the crank. Next, we're going to remove the hold downs for the dog bones on the factory roller cam setup. Then we're going to remove the dog bones and then remove the lifters, which were actually kind of stuck due to a bunch of sludge buildup. So we had to pull them out with a pair of vice grips, which is not something you want to do if you have any intention of reusing your lifters, which I do not. So we're just going to yank them out of there. Then we're going to remove the cam thrust plate by removing the 2 torque screws, and then remove the camshaft. Next, we're just going to wipe any oil and sludge and crap out of the cylinder walls so we can make a quick inspection of the condition of the block. And then we have a look at the cylinder walls. Really everything looked pretty good except for the cylinder that had water sitting in it. If it wouldn't have been for that one cylinder, I think we could have gotten away with just a quick hone, re-ring, throw some new bearings in it and call it a day, but unfortunately that's not going to be the case. We're then going to measure the bores to make sure that we do in fact have a standard bore Chevy 350, which we do. We're then going to use some light oil and a hone the cylinder that was rusted up just to have a look, see just how bad it is. So let's wipe out the cylinder and have a look. Definitely more pitting than we're going to be able to take out with the hone. However, the rest of the cylinders look quite nice.
Okay, so now we got this block all torn down. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to just re-ring and hone this block, use a standard size piston and all that stuff. It's going to have to go to a machine shop, which is rather unfortunate. I was kind of hoping this was just going to be a quick rebuild, but this is why you tear an engine apart before you order your parts. So now I got to decide what I want to do. Do I want to go ahead and bore this 60 over, build it into 383, maybe make a Ford's 383 for it, put that in the Jaguar? I don't know. I'm going to have to decide what I want to do. The plan for this engine is to go into this Toyota pickup over here, but maybe we'll end up building the Ford's 383 short block, put that in the Jaguar, take the Jaguar engine out, put it in this. I don't know. We're going to decide, but got a supercharger coming in for the Jaguar project here. Everything should probably be here within the next week for that, and we're going to do that and then probably get back to some truck repair stuff. And anyway guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. Thank you. Have a good day.